welcome back to my channel, Catskill Mountain Homebody. My name is Amy. It's a weekend! We made it to another weekend. Today I am filming part 2 of my unboxing of my family's vintage Christmas decorations, mainly ornaments, but there are other things too. Alright, so by now I've already posted my first video in this series. I think this is going to be the second part, and I think there's going to be a third part, because I have a few more things I did not bring upstairs. So this is part 2, and look who's here with me. My friend Chipper Bear. Always by my side. Always by my side, right? You're always by my side? You love me? I love you. He's my friend. Yeah, I don't know where Scout went. I'll show you Scout later. If you didn't watch the first video on this, just a little recap. This is vintage Christmas ornaments and decorations that my family had stowed away for over 20 years that we just uncovered because we were emptying out a storage unit. And so I'm looking at these things for the first time in over 20 years. A lot of these things are from the 1960s and 70s. So they are all old and vintage. So I thought we would look through a few more boxes of goodies today, and we'll see what we got. We'll see what interesting things we can find from the 60s and 70s. Last video, we found a lot of West German ornaments that my parents bought in the 60s when they were living in Germany while my dad was stationed in the army. So we're going to see if we're going to find some more German antique or vintage ornaments and decorations, but there's also going to be some stuff from the US from a little bit later time period, like the 70s and 80s. Are you guys ready to get started? All right, let me show you what I pulled out for today. Just a reminder, this is the storage box that I ordered to put the ornaments in, because a lot of the boxes the ornaments are stored in are moldy and smelly and broken. So I'm going to have to get rid of some of these old boxes. This is what I've pulled out to look at today. So we have a few boxes of glass ornaments. We have these boxes, which I need to go through. I'm going to talk about this. So this is what we're going to go through today. And as you can see, it's a sunny, bright day. Let me show you outside. It's a sunny, bright February day in the New York Catskills. Beautiful blue sky. Let me show you over here. Beautiful blue sky today. As you can see, we still have snow on the ground, but it's going to be warm this week, so a lot of this is going to be melting. It's going to be in the 40s and sunny almost this entire week. So we're going to be saying goodbye to the snow for now, but you never know when we're going to get another snowstorm later on. Chipper's very curious about what we're doing. Oh, and there's Scout. Scout! Hi! What are you guys doing? You like the sun? You like to sit in the sun? Is that nice and warm for you? Yep, Scout loves the sun. He loves sitting there in the sun. He likes to lie there. Chipper not as much. Chipper's a little bit warmer than Scout. Look at that little face. He's so handsome. You're so handsome. You are so handsome. Chipper, you're handsome too. Of course, you're my baby. All right, let's get settled down. I'm going to take out my computer and I'm going to look up some of these things to see if we can figure out a date for them. A little bit more about them. Let's start unboxing. All right, my friends, let's get started. The first thing I have, this was a box. It says Santa's World, and it's a box showing an angel. And if you look at the side of the box, there's obviously different styles of this angel. And the style that's actually in this box is this one. This green one with the instruments. Actually, they all have instruments. This green angel with the harp is the angel that's in this box. But I guess there were different varieties you could get. So the picture on the front of the box is not the angel we have. Let me show you the angel we have. This is the angel that was wrapped up inside this box. And I looked it up. If you look at the side of the box, it says Kurt S. Adler. New York, New York. So this is actually an angel that's made in the USA by Kurt Adler. And it's actually an ornament. It has a, let me show you. And this is the ornament with the little tag, and you can hang it on your tree. You can hang her on your tree. It's her harp. She's green and pink. Very pretty. This is from 1985, and I did look this up and I did find it. So let me show you. Let me cut away and show you the eBay ad I found for it, but this is from 1985. Alright, so that's the mystery solved of the angel in the box. I'm going to put that on my tree next year. Let's see what other goodies we can find. Okay, let me talk about this wall hanging. So, last week I showed you the trunk where all this stuff was found. And my mother had pinned 3 of these nativity scenes to the top of the trunk. I'll show you a picture of it. So there are actually 3 of these nativity scenes. Let me sit them up here. This is the tag that fell off. It's made by Hallmark, made in USA. I did try to look this up on eBay. No luck. I cannot find anything like these on eBay. They're probably from the 1980s, I'm guessing. Maybe 70s, but I think 80s. And for some reason my mother had 3 of them. So they're all identical. I have 3 of these. They're in varying conditions. So I was thinking, well, I would give one to my brother and one to my sister. Since my mom had saved 3 of them, we'll each get one. They're made of paper. There's literally nothing on the back of them, nothing written. And again, it's a nice paper nativity scene you can hang up on your wall or in your window. So again, I couldn't find this online at all, but they do look vintage. So that's a paper nativity scene. At first glance, I thought this was a chocolate box, because it kind of looks like those vintage chocolate boxes that people used to get back in like the 40s and 50s. And my mother had just stored all these old cheap beads, these Christmas beads. That's literally all that's in this box. So I'm going to take the beads out and show you the bottom. What this actually is a stationery chest. So it's called Chocolate Delight Stationery Chest. It had stationery paper with matching envelopes. It had 30 sheets of paper and 25 envelopes, made in USA. It actually still has the price tag on it. Originally this was $6, and my mother got it on sale for $3.99. I have no idea what store she bought this in. I don't know anything about this box, but it does look so vintage. I mean, obviously it's over 20 years old because this has been stored for years. I don't have a date for it. I don't know if it's from the 70s. I don't know if it's from the 80s. It looks 70s to me. And it's just a cardboard box with a photo of chocolate on top. It looks so old to me. But it's not a chocolate box. It's a stationery box. I scoured the internet for this. I could not find anything like it. But I'm definitely going to keep the box. I'm just going to keep it the way she had it with these beads in it. And I'll just maybe use the beads next year when I'm doing Christmas decoration. But so that's all I found out on this not chocolate box, the stationery box. Okay, I came in the kitchen to show off this beauty. This ornament comes with a plug. Okay, so it has a wire. I'm going to plug it in, and I'm going to show you what this thing does. It's so exciting. Alright, I'm going to ask everyone in YouTube land, do you want this sound on your Christmas tree? This chirping sound. Does this sound like something you would pay for? Let's look at Chipper. Chipper, what do you think? Is this the sound you want to hear for hours on your Christmas tree? A chirping bird? I didn't think so. Okay, so I did find this on eBay or on Etsy or something for sale. Let's take a look. This ornament is probably from the 1980s. I think my parents must have bought it because they thought it would be fun to have a bird chirping. I don't remember them using this ornament. Maybe we used it for 5 minutes. And it has never been used since, I don't think. So, am I going to put this on my tree this year? No, I'm not going to do that. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. It's not worth much. Deal with it later. Goodbye, chirping bird. Chipper's very happy to get rid of that ornament. Alright, so I had this box, this disgusting box of vintage ornaments. The box is a mess, honestly. I know some of these are not ornaments that came in this box. Alright, so this ornament, I tried to find online. There are many, many similar like it. It says West Germany on top, so this is another ornament my parents probably bought in the late 1960s when they were living in West Germany. So I have a lot of West German ornaments like this, so I'm going to put this away. I did manage to find this Norman Rockwell ornament. So on one side it's Santa sleeping and the elves are all around him working. On the other side it's Santa talking to two little children. I guess he's writing down their list of what they want. It's a cute little ornament. Not worth much. I did find it on for sale on eBay. I assume this is from the 1980s. If you watched my video on my wedding, I have a video up where I kind of go over my wedding. We have these reverse painted ornaments that we gave out to everybody at our wedding. And it's by a company it's manufactured by Chase International. It comes in different patterns. And everybody who came to my wedding got an ornament, a hand-painted ornament. And again, it's reverse painted. It's painted on the inside. I have another one here. So pretty. These are really pretty. Anyway, these are so adorable and they remind me of my wedding. So of course I'm going to be keeping these ornaments. These are from the 1990s because I got married in 1999. Very pretty though. Okay, the next two items are homemade crafts that my mother bought probably at local holiday craft fairs. The first is a doorknob cover, like a little mouse, and it has a little bow, and you would stick this part over your doorknob, and you have a little mouse Christmas doorknob cover. Isn't that adorable? This is definitely handmade. It has no tags on it. I'm sure she bought it at some church holiday craft fair back in the 80s, or maybe even 70s, who knows. So that's the first doorknob cover. And then we have another doorknob cover. Again, this is clearly someone's handiwork. Has a hole. You stick this over a doorknob, and if you look at it, it's so pretty. It has bells on it, so every time you open the door, little bells jingle. They're not really jingling anymore. But you hang this over. It's clearly handmade. Again, nothing on them. Oh, here you can hear the bells. So pretty. I'm going to definitely use these on some doorknobs come the holidays. So those are vintage, but they're definitely not manufactured by a company. Adorable. So I'm going to be using those. The next two things I've found are definitely vintage candles. They are not marked though. I think there used to be a sticker on the bottom, but they are candles. You'll see the wicks, and they're kind of these droopy trees with snow on them. They're about 3 inches tall, 2 or 3 inches tall. These are going to be great in my Christmas village that I set up in my living room every year. So that's where I'm going to put these next year. I don't know if these are from Germany, if my parents bought them in the US or Germany. I don't know. They're definitely vintage. You can tell they're vintage. They're probably from the 70s or 60s. That's my guess. I tried to find these online. The exact ones like these, no luck. Similar ones, but not quite like these. So the mystery continues, but those are very cute and I'm going to use them. The next Christmas decoration I found is an Annalise mouse. This is from the collection by Annalise. It still has the original tag on it. It says made by Annalee Dolls and Company, New Hampshire. So it's made in the USA. These are very, very collectible. I did find this exact one online. This is one with a little muff to keep his hands warm. His scarf. So cute. Oh my gosh, so adorable. I love it. I've never had an Annalise doll. I've seen them in the stores. Now this one is from 1985. It does have the date on it. Alright, then we have this ceramic Joseph. And I turned it over, and lo and behold, there's a tag. And the tag says, I don't know if you can read it, it says made in Korea. So I did look this up, and guess what? I found it. So let me show you what I found online. Okay, so this actually was a set. There was a Mary and another, I think it was a baby Jesus. I only have the Joseph. Maybe I'll find more later. But great condition. I don't know the date. Probably, I'm going to guess 70s or 1980s. Made in Korea. Interesting. This is another ornament that I have the tag for. This says, a Christmas Remembered Folk Art Ornament by the company Russ. And this ornament actually is my sister's. I mentioned in earlier videos we had family friends named Pat and Andy. They were married. Pat was my brother's either first grade or second grade teacher. Our family remained very close with her and her husband for many years. And she used to give us a lot of gifts at the holidays. And this is actually their gift to my sister. So I am going to give this to her with the tag. I did look this up online. I could not find anything resembling this. It's a wooden heart with like a quilt pattern painted on it with lace. The back just has the Russ sticker. There's no date on this. It says made in Taiwan. But again, I'm going to set this aside. I have a few ornaments I'm going to give to my sister. So very cute. Definitely 1980s, I'm going to guess. Adorable ornament she can put on her tree. And it has the little, you know, the nice message from Pat and Andy. They've both since passed away. They were close family friends. I found another vintage wooden ornament of a elf with a teddy bear. And this is a double-sided ornament. It has the same image on both sides. It's wooden. I assume this is from the 1970s when my brother and sister and I were little. There is no date. I looked for it online. No luck. I could not find anything like this online, but it clearly is 70s vintage ornament. So that's adorable, and I'm going to keep that for my tree next year. How vintage are these? This little couple. So, I think these look like very 60s to me. But these are blow molds. They're plastic blow molds. And the bottoms are flocked. Flocked kind of means they're kind of like felt. They're felted. And a blow mold this is the entire mold. plastic mold. And then the eyes are painted on, and the lips are painted on, and the hair is painted yellow. And they are a couple because they match. I looked online. I could not find anything like this couple. I did find a Santa. I did see a picture of a Santa that had the same pattern decoration on it, but I couldn't find anything on that. And I don't know the year, but I'm going to guess 1960s. There's no date on them. There's literally no mark on the back of the neck, nothing. So I can't tell you, but oh my God, how vintage are these? So cute. I love them. I love them. Welcome back from the 60s. Yay! The next little people I have are not ornaments. Guess what they are? These are light covers, and these came originally in a light set, Christmas string lights. So first we have the flocked bear. Again, it's a blow mold. It's a plastic mold, and it's flocked on the outside. A little bow tie. I did find bears very, very similar, although they look more like mice to me, but they're very, very similar with the bow tie and the same kind of outfit. So I'll show you that. They're definitely vintage, probably the 1970s. So I'm going to be using this as an ornament because it still has a way to hang it on the tree. But originally it was part of a light set. Same thing with Santa, although Santa doesn't have his string anymore. But you can hang Santa from your tree. I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. This is, at one point, this Santa was part of a light set. I found a similar light set for sale with the similar beard and painted eyes, blue eyes. I'll show you that now. So I think that set is pretty similar to what this one's from. I only have one. So far I've only found one of him. I'm going to figure out a way to hang him on the tree with his friend, Mr. Bear. I'm assuming these are both 1970s. So look at all these vintage ornaments. We have this lovely plastic nativity scene on a plastic brown star. And if you turn it over, I don't know if you can see that, it says Hong Kong. I looked this up online and lo and behold I found one. Let me show you. So this is definitely vintage. It's in great condition. It's going to look great on the tree. Alright, the last ornament we're going to do today, and so that means this is going to have a part 3 because it's so time consuming to go through the box of ornaments and try to figure out and look online to find out about them. Alright, this is another ornament that was in a box with the other vintage things. And it looks like an old-fashioned airplane. I'm not an airplane expert, but this is made of a light metal. It's gold in tone. On the side is this little bird cut out. And I did find this online. This is a Hallmark ornament. And it was, I guess, a series commemorating the first airplanes. First types of airplanes. So let me show you what I found. don't have a year for this airplane. However, I'm assuming it's from the 1970s or 1980s. And according to what I found online, it's made by Hallmark. However, I don't see a Hallmark mark on the plane anywhere. I looked everywhere. So I don't know 100% for sure if it's Hallmark, but I did find this exact plane listed as Hallmark, so I think it's Hallmark. Alright, well that's where I'm going to leave this video today, which means we are going to have at least a part 3, maybe a part 4 of this vintage Christmas reveal, unboxing. A lot more stuff than I originally thought, and it's taking me a long time to look them up and find out about them. But I've learned so many things in doing these videos, so I hope that you're enjoying them as much as I'm enjoying making them. I hope that you've learned something about vintage ornaments, but I'm so excited to uncover all of these treasures that my family has kept over the years and haven't been enjoying. These ornaments haven't been used for over 20 years. So I'm glad that this year, this upcoming Christmas, I'm going to be able to use all these ornaments in decorating my house. Alright, so I hope that you guys are enjoying the winter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.